He's changed, hasn't he?
He has always been like this. You have to find a way to get out.
You know, this was one of those wonderful gifts as an actor where it was just offered to me. Like, I didn't have to audition or anything, which is so fun as an actor. I guess Kevin had seen Ray and was really impressed with my performance, so he says, and called me and offered me the role. I love accent work. It's actually one of my favorite things to do. I mean, growing up in New York City, you grow up around so many different sounds, and you know, I'm from the Bronx. I grew up in the Bronx, and I went to a very posh private school on the Upper East Side. So from a very young age, I learned how to manipulate my voice to sort of fit a community that I'm in, and it's a gift I'm really grateful for because I love to do accent work in my work. But I would say that the Ugandan accent was the most challenging accent I've ever had to learn because I'm very familiar with the Nigerian accent because I was involved with a Nigerian man for 4 years, and I'm very familiar with the British accent because I've done a lot of British accents. So this accent sort of combines those two sounds, and so I often found myself gravitating towards what I already knew, and I really, I surrounded myself with a group of women who I made, really strictly enforce. Whenever I sound even, Tanzanian or South African, you have to tell me. I have to get it right.
Your son's epileptic?
I don't know.
What? Has he been like this before then?
Yes.
Right, okay. Can you hold his knees up against his chest?
Yeah,
You can do that, okay? The other hand back here, like so. This is Campbell?
It's Mackenzie Campbell's brother.
Mackenzie.
What I think is wonderful about the film is that it doesn't try to paint a black and white picture. It paints Iddy as a real human being who has weaknesses and fears and insecurities and idiosyncrasies and neuroses like all of us do, and I think that that's what makes the film really powerful because it doesn't try to say like, oh, he was evil or oh, he was good. And that's what you find in Uganda when you talk with people. They'll say things like, he was the greatest leader we ever had and he killed my mother, and that's the reality of how people feel, that they in them